When I talk about my work, people often have the image of a little character with a butterfly net chasing after CO2 molecules. It's really fun, and I wish it could be so simple. My project is looking at technologies to remove CO2 from the atmosphere. In the past, the activities of the US R&D Center were focused on exploration and production activities. A large part of the team is moving towards renewable energies, such as wind, and obviously on CO2 capture, utilization, and storage. At TotalEnergies, the short-term ambition for carbon capture and storage is to operate at least 10 million tons of CO2 per year by 2030. So the idea is to remove CO2 from the atmosphere. The priority is energy efficiency, renewable energies, and CO2 capture for point sources. But there will always be some residual emissions and hard-to-abate emission, and this is where direct air capture could be a solution. For example, I am managing a project named Accord, and the objective is to develop an adsorbent to capture CO2 from dilute sources. And we are screening thousands of existing materials and millions of hypothetical materials, and it will be impossible through an experimental approach. So we are working hand in hand with the numeric team. They are developing machine learning tools, and we are running the calculations here at the HPC Center in Houston.
For research, we're building this model where we can have our on-prem for like some of the early testing, and then when we need more scale, we can go out to our partners like the Department of Energy.
The direct air capture technologies were developed like 10 or 20 years ago, and they are very energy intensive, and the cost is completely unrealistic if we want to deploy at large scale. 3 or 4 years ago, the US government gave a very strong push, which generates tremendous financial support for direct air capture. The challenge of direct air capture is to develop a disruptive and innovative solution so we can have a real step change. Hey Yoga, how are you?
I'm good, Phuc-Tien. How about you?
We do have multiple external partners. For example, we are working with the University of Alberta in Canada, University of Kentucky in the US. But we are also working with startups and other industrials and other research centers. That sounds very nice. Thank you so much, Yoga. We know that carbon removal solutions will be required, and direct air capture among all the different technologies have the largest potential to be deployed at very large scale. If we want a disruptive solution to reach our goal in 2050, we need to do the R&D right now.